TALIA KHATTAK's father, IDRIS, is a well-known human rights campaigner in Pakistan. On November the 13th last year, he disappeared. In a police statement, his driver said that unidentified armed men stopped their car, put bags over their heads, and drove them away in a separate vehicle. The driver was released 2 days later.
Every single day has been so painful for me and my family. We've tried to knock on every door. We went to the police, we went to the court, but unfortunately the progress is so slow. And it's so horrifying to see that so many families have to go through this. They wait for so many years, and they wait and they cry, and in the end they still have hope.
The organisation Defence of Human Rights Pakistan says Idris is one of around 5,000 people reported as having been subject to enforced disappearance in Pakistan in recent years. They include journalists, political and human rights activists, and suspected members of armed groups. Many protests against the practice have been held. Families are demanding to know the whereabouts and fate of their missing loved ones. In June, the United Nations released a statement condemning what it described as the widespread silencing of human rights defenders through intimidation, secret detention, torture and enforced disappearance, whether with the direct involvement of the Pakistani government or with its complicity or complacency.
My brother has been missing since 2017, and since then my mother's health has deteriorated. We're worried about her health. We demand Pakistan's army chief to help us in his recovery, as promised by him.
Prime Minister Imran Khan was a vocal critic of enforced disappearances while in political opposition. After being elected in 2018, he approved a draft law criminalising the practice. But 2 years later, the law still has not been presented to Parliament for approval.
It is absolutely shameful that after 2010, there was the report of the National Commission on Enforced Disappearances. No elected government has enforced or implemented any of its recommendations.
Pakistan's Minister of Human Rights offers no explanation why it's taking so long to pass the law.
Enforced disappearances are unacceptable in any democracy, and ours is the first government in Pakistan that is trying to legislate against it. Our bill is ready, it is being vetted by the Law Ministry. This is a big step forward for Pakistan.
I want to tell him that we miss him.
TALIA made a video as part of the family's campaign demanding more information about their missing father. In a rare acknowledgement of an enforced disappearance, the military has confirmed that Idris is facing charges under Pakistan's Secrets Act. The family have filed a petition in the High Court ordering the government to tell them where he is. So far, they have heard nothing. They are increasingly afraid about the safety of a man they say has for years worked tirelessly to improve human rights in Pakistan. Stratford, Al Jazeera.